A Journey with Henry the Kangaroo. In a realm beyond our own, lived Henry the Kangaroo. Henry was a curious and brave kangaroo, always looking for a new adventure. One day, after a long day of hopping around, Henry decided to explore a new area. Henry hopped into the forest and was amazed by the bright orange sky. He had never seen a sky like this before and was eager to explore further. He hopped around the trees, taking in the scenery and the sounds of the forest. As he hopped around, he stumbled upon a strange-looking tree with a door in it. Henry was curious and decided to investigate. He opened the door and found himself in a strange world. He was surrounded by strange creatures and plants, and he couldn't believe his eyes. He hopped around, exploring the new world and meeting all the strange creatures. He soon realized he was in a magical land. Henry was excited by the new world he had discovered and decided to explore further. He hopped around the magical land, meeting new creatures and learning about the different plants and creatures. He soon found himself in a dark cave, and he was scared, but he was determined to keep going. Henry slowly made his way through the dark cave, feeling his way around. He soon found himself in a large room with a bright light in the middle. He hopped closer to the light and saw that it was a magical crystal. He was mesmerized by the crystal and decided to take it with him. Henry took the crystal and hopped away, determined to find out what it could do. He soon found himself in a clearing, surrounded by strange creatures. He was scared, but he was also excited to find out what the crystal could do. He held the crystal up and it glowed brightly, and suddenly Henry was amazed by the force field and realized that the crystal was protecting him from all the strange creatures. He was now safe and he could explore further. He hopped around the magical land, taking in the sights and sounds. He soon found himself in front of a large castle. Henry was excited to explore the castle and he hopped up to the entrance. He opened the door and found himself in a grand hall. He was amazed by the beauty of the castle and he decided to explore further. He soon found himself in a room filled with treasure. He was overwhelmed by the treasure and decided to take some of it with him. Henry was now ready to head back home. He hopped out of the castle and back into the forest. He was happy to be back in his own world and he was excited to show his friends the treasure he had found. He hopped back home, feeling proud of his adventure.